exactly what you want to see. Let's run this puppy in. Score a touchdown and tie this game. Life, run for your life, touchdown on one play. Worked on this in practice. Touchdown. It's up to Kelvin Benjamin. This is all you, buddy. Kelvin Benjamin for a touchdown. Oh, he toasted his man. Holmes toasted his man. Spin move. Oh! Oh! What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the New York Yankees Legends Fantasy Draft Series here on MLB The Show 21. In the last episode, if you did miss it, make sure you go back and watch it because you need to. It is history in the making. Historic performances all across the board. Spoiler alert. I always struggle with that word. Spoiler alert. 3, 2, 1. We won the World Series for the third straight year. 3-peat, baby. Not 1, not 2, 3 World Series trophies. Back to back to back. Better than Jordan. Better than Braun. Better than Shohei Ohtani. That's right. I said it. We're ready to go. It's the offseason of year number 3, headed into offseason year number 4 into year number 5. Can you believe we are almost 5 years into this save? I can't believe it. I've never gone this far. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what's going to happen. But your guys are going to come along for the ride because I'm lonely and I need you. So if you guys are excited, make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's get into it. So we're picking up right where we left off in the end of the last episode. I have not simulated a single day since we won the World Series. My guys are still partying all night, and it's time to move forward. Advance to the offseason. We've taken a look at the stats. It's time to go. Our contracts with our hitting coach, first base coach, third base coach, and farm director have ended. We will need to re-sign those coaches. I think we can do it. We have retirements. Joey Votto was in our farm system, if you don't remember. He was in our minor leagues. He is retired. Any other big name guys? Will Joey Votto make the Hall of Fame? I don't know. Dallas Keuchel retires. He was a big name guy. Matt Carpenter was a big name guy for the Cardinals, if you guys remember him. He retires. Willie Stargell retires. Jace Peterson retires. He was a thing for a couple seconds on the Braves. Lorenzo Cain retires. Any more big name guys? Brandon Crawford, former Giant in real life. And then we got some free agent guys. Will there be any Hall of Famers? Miggy Cabrera is the only Hall of Famer. So Joey Votto snubbed from the Hall of Fame. Say what you will. I don't know. How do you feel about that? It's all up to you. We have some exclusive free agents, not a lot of them. I think we'll bring back all of them just so we have some depth on the roster. Review the staff. We're going to probably keep Donnie Baseball just in case. Unless there's a better... Gabe Kapler. Although he's got -2 arm accuracy. But Donnie's got -3 power. So maybe we go with Gabe Kapler. Although he's only B+, or he's only B attribute grade. So maybe we don't go with him. If we're going to change managers, we're going to go with a guy that's got no minuses and an A+, like Luis Rojas. But he doesn't really add anything that we need. We need +3 blocking or debility or plate discipline. We probably need plate discipline. I don't know. We'll take a look. Maybe we can get him for a hitting coach. Or, not a hitting coach, one of the base coaches. But we do need a hitting coach, so we're going to take a look at some of these guys. See if there's anybody that has no minuses, like Blake Wilkinson has no minuses, so we'll come back to him. There's a couple other guys that have some minuses. Sparky Anderson's got some minuses. Is there anybody decent? Richard Ramos has +1 plate vision, +1 drag bunting, +1 clutch, and 2+ power. So we'll come back to Ramos. Kenny Oliveros? I don't know how to say his name. He's got +1 power, +1 contact, vision, and clutch. Okay, so that's another interesting one. Robbie Metcalf. Is there anybody here that gives us like crazy plus stats? Because that's what we're really looking for here. No, doesn't look like it. +1 power. I'm not really seeing anything super crazy. Now, let's go back up here and get one of those guys that we mentioned at the beginning. I do kind of like Richard Ramos. But we've got Mark DeYoung also here, who has decent stats. But no, it was Blake Wilkinson. He has the +2 contact, +1 power. So I think we're going to go with Wilkinson. We'll offer him a 3-year, $4 million deal. See if he accepts the hitting coach job. Pitching coach. We got to find a good pitching coach. +1 home run. I'd like to have one that is, Gabe Kepler could be our pitching coach. That'd be interesting. Johnny Waylock. I'm looking for velocity probably at the most part. Maybe control would be good. I'd like to have some good control on my pitches because I know some of our guys struggle with control. So it doesn't look like actually there's a lot of A-grade coaches. Lee Edler looks decent, but like I said, I'd like to have somebody with +2 control. Damon Odell, I like you. But we already have Sandy Alomar. Sorry, no. Forget about Odell. Do we have? Okay, we need a first base coach. This is probably where one of the real guys comes in, I would assume. Unless, it doesn't have to be a real guy. But we can take a look. We've got Dave Martinez, who has minus on all this stuff. We don't need any minuses on our team except for our manager. We'll keep him around. I didn't see any managers that we could really replace him with. Donnie Baseball's pretty good. But first base coach is pretty tricky. We could get David Bell, but I really want just like A attribute grade coaches. But all the A attribute coaches are minuses. There was one down here, right, that didn't have any minuses. He didn't have a lot of good pluses, but where'd he go? Eric Lee has decent stuff. We'll offer a $3 million deal for Eric Lee. See if he accepts that. We need a third base coach as well, and that is where probably we grab somebody else that doesn't have any minuses, like Gerald Cornell or Juan Richardson. Who looks better? +1 to arm accuracy, speed, and reaction. And he's got durability, arm accuracy, and reaction. So I like Gerald better. I like Gerald Cornell. We'll offer him a $3 million deal. He'll get $1 million per year. I think we have to get a farm director too. Yeah, we do have to get a farm director. So who wants to be our farm director? Does it want to be Gabe Kepler? Do you want to be it, my guy? Although you're only a B, so I don't really want to give it to you. I'd like to give it to, +3 fielding? But Luis Rojas has +3s too. Okay, let's give it to Luis. I'll pay him 4. I'll pay him 4 to be our farm director. There we go. We got some decent contracts out there. Hopefully they all accept. I'm not going to rebrand the team because we're the New York Yankees. And I will go re-sign all these guys to extensions just to give us depth on the team. And then I will see you guys probably when free agency starts, or if one of our coaches accepts or doesn't accept, I'll bring you guys back in then. But most likely it'll be when free agency starts. All right, we are in free agency now. It is time to go. There's not really a stud in free agency. I'm not really seeing a super stud. We might just need to sign some guys, maybe to trade them as like trade bait to get some legends. That could be an option because, I always like to favor more towards the legends because this is a legends series. That's what it's all about. So maybe we sign some of these higher rated guys, or at least offer them contracts so that they could possibly get moved along to bring in some possible legend players. So first one up on that list would be Yohan Moncada because I know he's got super good value. We'll give him even a decent contract too. Like, we'll give him a very team-friendly contract that people won't be too upset about. How about like 92 mil over 3 years? Teams would like that contract. We also go with guys. We gotta also go with guys that are decently young, who aren't going to break the bank as well. So a guy like Carson Kelly, who's 30, he's not crazy young, but if he's on a cheaper contract, a cheaper in theory contract. We'll get all guys with like a potential. We'll throw a deal at Yasmani Grandal. All these guys are probably not going to stay on the team. They're probably going to get traded. But like I said, I'm just doing this to get some trade bait for guys that we actually do want. So, and Nick Anderson might not be a bad guy to keep, to be honest with you. We do always need to get some bullpen help, that's for sure. This is old Chris Sale, right? This is old Chris Sale. Soroka, we just got done playing him in the World Series Game 7, and now he comes up for a contract. He's been in Arizona this entire time. He's had a decent career so far in Arizona, but it looks like he might go to Detroit or maybe back to Arizona. I don't know. We'll offer DeGrom a contract because I know teams love Jacob DeGrom, so we'll offer him a contract. And we'll offer Walker Buehler. I don't know if we'll be able to pay Walker Buehler. No, we don't want to go for all. We'll stick with these guys. These are the best guys available. How has he been doing? 16 home runs, 33 home runs. Okay, not the best. Not the best since we let him go. That's okay. Victor Robles, there's a guy that we could definitely offer a big contract to. That's very team friendly. Alex Verdugo wouldn't be bad either. He's probably a very highly sought after asset. We'll offer him a contract. Ramon Laureano, we'll let him go. I don't think he really needs to be involved in this. But Tyler O'Neill, if we give him more of a 2-year deal and we throw in some extra money there, $55 million. Manny Ramirez. Now, this is a guy that I've been asking for. I've been trying to get. I would not be mad at a Manny Ramirez deal. It looks like he's only interested in about a 2-year deal. That's one guy that I would sign and keep. I wouldn't trade him away. Jose Altuve's there. Will Clark, we already offered a contract to. Miguel Sano is already 31. I don't know if people are going to want him. He's already hard to trade anyway. I think we'll just stick with that. We already offered DeGrom. Maybe we put an offer in on Soroka. Maybe not, no. I think we'll go with that. We'll let that go. We've got some good offers. We can always trade those guys, like I said. Those guys are probably most likely going to get traded. Carson Kelly, DeGrom, Nick Anderson, Verdugo, all signed with us. So we've got Robles. We're in the lead for all of these guys. I'm really hoping that we get Manny Ramirez. That's one guy that I've actually wanted to have on the team. And I talked about it in a previous video that I actually wanted him on the team. We got Tyler O'Neill. We got our third base coach. Walker Buehler goes to Miami. Yohan Moncada, that's a big one. He's going to be a huge trade piece. So these guys we're all still in the lead for. It's just a matter of if they will accept, and then we can trade them, which is the goal. The goal is to trade all those guys that we just signed or trade other people that we have too. So we're just trying to get guys with more value so that we can trade for guys higher value. I do have to offer arbitration to some guys. I have to tender some contracts. That's going to take a pretty decent amount of time. So I'm going to go do all that, and I will see you guys. I don't know when, really. I'll see you guys later on in the offseason, I guess. All right, so I figured I'd bring you guys back in because there's a lot of stuff that's happened so far, as you can see by the transaction screen. We have not been lucky with waivers. So, you know, all those guys that I offered contracts to in free agency, all those guys that I signed, like Yohan Moncada, all these guys, or not Yohan Moncada, but like the center fielder Victor Robles, all those guys that I signed, Nick Anderson, they all got claimed on waivers as I took them off the 40-man because I didn't need them on the 40-man. So they all got claimed off of waivers, which is fine. I mean, I'm not like super upset about it. It's just the fact that we're not going to have those guys as trade pieces anymore. So that's fine. I mean, we'll figure it out if we need to make some trades. We still got all those young guys in the farm system that are probably never going to make anything happen for us. So, I mean, we can still use those guys as trade pieces. They're just not high overall. That's really what you want to see And it looks like the Arizona Diamondbacks aren't going to bring back Soroka. The Cardinals are the highest team on him. That's interesting. We also lost Zach Greinke. So that is big. I mean, I was talking about how I wanted to possibly get rid of Zach Greinke anyway. So, I mean, sucks that we didn't get to trade him for anything, but that's okay. He's gone now. Soroka does end up going to the Cardinals. So he said, screw Arizona. I've lost 2 World Series while being a part of Arizona. So we're gonna go to St. Louis, see if we can start it over. This should be the Rule 5 draft right here. This is the Rule 5 draft. All right. We do have a lot of guys. That looked like a lot of guys on our team that just got picked up in the Rule 5 draft. So maybe we don't have anybody to trade. Are we not going to have... Did we lose every single person? Yeah, we did. We lost like C.J. Abrams, all those guys, because they weren't on our 40-man. But I didn't have any room on my 40-man to put them on. So that's what happens when you're a big team like us. We have... we decided Manny Ramirez. I forgot to mention that. That's what happens when you're a big team like us. You just don't have enough room. Can't sign everybody. So it is what it is. We lose all those young guys. They weren't going to really make a difference for us. The only thing they were going to do is be trade pieces eventually. That's really all they were going to do. So not the biggest of deals. We don't worry about them too much. We should be getting close to these guys' arbitration. We got the hearings in February. I'm going to just stick with arbitration because these guys, I don't want to pay them their contracts. Not yet, at least. We do have a couple guys that need to get moved down from the big league club. That's probably going to be Yoan Moncada, who does have some options left. That's good. And we can also move down Jacob deGrom, who has some options left. That's good. Perfect. All right. We probably need to sign a couple of guys in free agency just to be like filler guys in the whatchamacallit, the minor leagues. So if we can find some young guys that have options... It's not going to tell me if they have options, is it? So who should we get? Who should we... Actually, I can just call my guys from Class A. I have guys in Class A that can come up, like Alberto Almada Jr. can get called up. We can get Buster Posey back up there to Double-A. We can get Deacon Ramirez up here to Double-A. We can get Mackenzie Estrada up there. Tyler Stevenson, maybe. Yeah, let's get William Coe up there and Tyler Stevenson. All right, that's perfect. Perfect. There's a couple guys I could probably get if I really need to that probably have some options left. I would assume that some of these guys down here have some options, but it doesn't really matter. Is there anybody decent down here? I mean, not really anybody decent. But I would assume these guys are going to clear waivers. So like a Yu Darvish, if I could get him on a very cheap deal to be a bullpen arm for us. How old are you? You're 37. What about Bum Bum? Matty Bum Bum? I would assume you'd accept that because you're going nowhere, Bum. You're just going nowhere. That's old Raleigh Fingers. Aroldis Chapman. He's been in the Mariners system this entire time. I wouldn't be mad at a good old Aroldis Chapman reunion. That's probably everybody right now. I definitely wouldn't be mad at an Aroldis Chapman reunion, that's for sure. Did I just auto-fix that? Crap. Oh, they designated those guys for assignment. God, why did I do that? I didn't read what that said. No, they've been designated for assignment, my 2 big name guys. Why would they do that? Why would they move those guys down? Yu Darvish doesn't have any options, but he's not going to get picked up from waivers, I guarantee you. Even if he does, it doesn't matter. It's not like we need those guys. I just picked him up to be arms in AAA and AA. I think that's everybody, though. I can't believe that they moved down stupid Franco and Hunter Green. Are those guys back at all? Hunter Green's still designated for assignment. There was somebody else on the... Who's on the MLB roster now? Somebody else got called up. Who is it? Oh, it's Chapman. I looked right past Chapman. Alright, since Chapman didn't have any offers on him, I'm assuming nobody's going to claim him. He was just going to make free agency anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It looks like he cleared. He did clear. I could put Chapman in the bullpen. I could change him to a relief pitcher and put him in the bullpen. That would be pretty interesting. Wander's still designated for assignment. Wander Franco has been placed on unconditional release waivers and removed from the Yankees roster. Other organizations have 2 days to place claims. It has not been claimed at this point. He will become a free agent. I didn't want him to become a free agent. Did people claim him? I screwed it up, man. I wanted Franco on the team. Did somebody just pick him up? Release? I didn't want to release Hunter Green and Wander Franco. But I don't see if anybody... It doesn't say anybody picked him up yet. Maybe we haven't gone far enough? That could be an option. Seattle claimed Hunter Green, and nobody claimed Wander Franco. I'll make an offer to him. We'll have to trade back for Hunter Green. Do you accept that, Wander? You're still looking? Come on, Wander. Don't be like that. Don't be that guy, Wander. Come on. What do I have to offer you? I'll give you a cool $1 million. I'll give you a cool $1 million. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. He accepted. I knew it was just gonna take $1 million. There he is. He's back. We don't have Hunter Green though. Can I trade for him now? I'm assuming he has a contract. So Mariners, Hunter Green. It's gonna take so much to get him. Why did I screw it up? I hate that I have to trade for him. He was already on my team. I'll give you guys Marcus Stroman. Excuse me. I'm choking because I can't believe I have to do this again. I'll give you Marcus Stroman, Kenley Jansen, and Jake Diekman. Take that deal. Antoine Ortiz, they'll take that. What about Joe? Ooh. Is there anybody that's worse than those guys that I'd rather give you? I don't really have a lot of depth when it comes to position players, but I do have Dave Tompkins. No, you don't want him. You want William Kuo. All right, take it. Give me back Hunter Green. I can't believe I had to waste that just to get him back. That sucks, bro. But he's back. He's on the club. Man, frustrating that I had to do that, but it is what it is. All right, we're coming up on the final stuff of free agency, which is the arbitration hearings. So we've got Yohan Santana. The arbitration panel sided with Santana, so he's going to get paid $5.4. Fine. They side with us for Shane Bieber, $5.5. And I don't know if they signed with Almora. I need to stop pressing that before. They sided with Sessa. Okay. So we get all those guys back. Renew contracts is done. Free agency, there's nobody else here. The roster is good. Everybody's back that I wanted. We still have some trade pieces. I mean, Yasmani Grandal's still here. We did actually sign Grandal, so we could trade him. He's a trade piece. We've also got guys like... let me take a look through the roster real quickly. Yohan Moncada is also a trade piece. We'd have to get a third baseman back for him, but he's a trade piece. JD Martinez is a trade piece. I don't know how much he'll be worth, but he's here. We've also got, I think that's it actually, because everybody else got taken from me. Everybody else was taken from me. We have Jacob deGrom, I guess, if we want to throw him in a trade. It's probably about time we get Roy Halladay up to the majors. He's been up here he was up here 1 year, and he went 12-8. It's probably time he comes up as our 5th starter, at least for right now. We'll move him up to the MLB, put him in the rotation. But we got to move somebody down. Who wants to get moved down? We got a lot of guys in the bullpen. Plus we have Mariano. Somebody here needs to get moved down. Who has an option? Jordan Hicks does have an option. So we'll have to move him down to AAA. All right. So our starting rotations: Randy Johnson, Maddox, Santana, Smoltz, and Halladay. We've also got Shohei up here as well. All right. We're good. We're good to go. We don't need to sign anybody else. Last day to renew contracts. Perfectly fine. Sim through the date. Time for spring training. Time for spring training. Contract scouts. We lost a couple scouts to retirement. Interesting. This guy looks pretty good. We have some really good scouts. We have some really good scouts. I like these scouts. But this guy doesn't really have great discovery. So I'd like to get somebody that's efficient, has good discovery and good position players and stuff like that. So that guy's got 90. Ooh, he's got 97 discovery and 97 position players, but his efficiency's super low. Is there any guys this guy's pretty balanced. This Todd Rubin. So we'll fire him. This guy doesn't do well with pitchers. Doesn't do super well. Is there a super efficient guy to replace you? He's got 88 efficiency, 84 pitchers, 6. His discovery's a little too low though. There's not really a super balanced guy. I'm curious about this guy, but his efficiency's so low that I don't want to take him. I don't really want to take the risk on him. Although this guy... Let's go with that guy. Michael Aoki. Alright, we got some pretty decent scouts now. Contract extensions for the year. Santana, Mauer, and Bonds are both arbitration eligible, so we'll give them arbitration. But I think it's time that Santana... Oh, he still got arbitration. Okay. Interesting. All right, so I'm going to simulate spring training. I guess I'll simulate a couple weeks into spring training just to show you guys how we're doing. And we're doing pretty well. We've only lost 1 game so far in spring training. That is a very good sign. The pitcher rotation is Randy Johnson, Greg Maddux, Yohan Santana, John Smoltz, and Roy Halladay. There we go. Closing pitcher will be Mariano Rivera. I like this team. I like this team a lot. Obviously, I'm going to do some due diligence. I'm going to look around the league, see if there's any legends or big name guys that we could trade for, maybe make some trades in the beginning of the next episode. But that is going to do it for the off-season video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Make sure to smash the like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll see you guys at week number 1, opening day of season number 5. Peace.